Hi, my name is Liz Grade, and I'm running for City Council right here in Ward 8, Eglinton, Lawrence.
Great. And I'm coming around here. Give me enough time to sit down. My name's Phil Cruz. Cruz with the Phil. Nice to meet you. My dad always taught me you stand up for a lady, you sit down for a lady. Old fact. That's the way I am.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for doing this. So we're at
Well, thank you for doing this.
Yeah, great, great. So I just want to say, she does not look like her pictures. She's younger than in real life. And it's your first time running, right?
It is my first time running as a city council.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I've run in the past for the CPC in downtown Toronto, at University of Roseville, a very challenging riding against Christian Freeland.
that's great. So how's the campaign going?
The campaign is busy. I'm still struggling, trying to balance work.
Oh,
with
you're working
campaign.
full time, right?
Right, yeah. Well, I'm a commercial realtor, so broker. So it takes, you still have to take care of clients and we have to provide
You got like a double
professional
duty? Yeah.
service.
You're trying to make
and-
your money and you're trying to like canvas each time. And promote
Right, I don't, I'm self-employed and I got bills to pay everybody else.
Okay, let's go into your background. Yeah. So
Okay.
you're born in Toronto?
I was not born in Toronto. I came here when I was a teenager, 16 years old.
Where'd you go from?
And I was born in Argentina, but my father's Portuguese. My mother's Argentinian.
Portuguese. Wow. Did you bring
Eu
the?
falo Portuguese.
Did you bring Portuguese food?
My favorite food, I should have,
Yes.
if I knew,
Yes.
natas.
Oh.
A little tart.
You make that?
No, I don't know. But a pretty good place.
Yeah.
It's called Casa Portuguesa.
Oh yeah, I saw
on
that.
Caledonia.
Yeah, but I took it
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
It's,
that's good. I think they have the
Wow.
best one.
You speak Portuguese?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so you came here at 16. From what part of
When
Portugal?
no, I came from Argentina.
Right,
So
sorry, what part of
fluent,
part of
in
Argentina
Spanish.
you from?
VA, Buenos Aires.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice. Nice beaches.
Yeah,
Nice
the
people,
water's
too.
a little bit cold, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's funny you said the water's cold. People think when they go there, the water's like really hot. And it's not.
Well, it sits on the Atlantic,
Yeah.
right? So when I was a kid, we used to go to the boat during the summer. So really, when you put your feet in the water, it was very, very.
Yeah. So you came here at 16 and you moved to this ward right away?
We always lived around the area in North York, so we moved from different places. Like my parents bought a house near behind Eglinton Flats.
Yeah.
That's Eglinton and Jane.
Yeah.
And so I used to work at the IGA, the pharmacy,
Oh, really?
the little plaza there. Now I think they're still there.
That was your-
Anyways, that was first job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I went to York Memorial Collegiate, aka York Memorial,
Wow.
which is not far from here. It's at Kiel and
Yes.
Eglinton. Yeah. And yeah.
So did you go to real estate right away from high school?
No idea. I should have.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have been a better career move, but no. I love traveling, so I thought becoming a travel agent.
Oh, yeah.
So I went to school for that, for tourism. And I became a travel agent and I did that for 3 years. And then I thought it was time to get serious. So, and the internet was becoming popular. So I went and took computer programming and systems analysis. So I did that for a little bit, for a while. And in the old days, I used to get on the internet, right? It was like that weird
Yeah, yeah.
to log in. And I remember a friend of mine, Faisal, he's like, he was showing me in his computer how to log into the internet. I go, so is this it? Yeah. And then what do I do now? I'm logged in. Well, you type whatever you want and, we should get some information, whatever you like. So anyways, I was back in the
Like-
90s.
Yeah, back in the
90s, yeah.
different style.
And then from there, I went to school to have knowledge for international business. I didn't finish. I started my own sporting company. So I used to do some experts for engine parts and.
You know engines?
Well, no, but I had a client that was looking for products, so and welding materials and things like that.
Yeah.
So Previously, I worked for a company that did business in Latin America, and that's how I actually got involved. So I opened up my own exporting company when I was 28 years old, and I did that for 4 years more or less. And then after that, I got told, oh, you should be good, probably really good at helping people find properties and this and that, and you know. So I said, okay, let's give it a
Because
try.
your personality, that's what they say you begin with.
I'm not really sure, actually.
This is something in you.
Yeah. They thought I would be someone that people could trust and help. So I've been doing that since 2003, and of course every 2 years we have to take courses and mandatory courses to keep our license.
You have to renew your license every 2 years?
Every 2 years. Every 2 years.
You have to pay for that?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we pay close to $4,000 a year just to be licensed.
So you better be selling a lot of houses for that, right?
Yeah, so I started with residential real estate, and then I became more involved in helping clients buy and sell and lease commercial properties. And so I like that side of business. And of course, I'm getting old, and I wanted something more.
This was news to me. I started at 60. I'm doing the Benjamin Button going backwards now.
Well, I'm not there yet. I'm not 60.
Nothing, no.
Anyways, yeah, so I've been doing commercial real estate for a few years, and also have a small construction company. So we do we offer residential services, renovations and things like that.
That's nice. So all these experiences help you to make your decision. So what got you into the politics side? How did that happen?
I think it got to a point where I saw things change, and one of my, my son, it obviously is a big part of my life, which is my life, and he's 20 now. So he started asking questions, and this was during COVID and after COVID, and changes that we saw in the city, and he was going to high school, and there was issues in high school. And I think I care, and like many people care about the city, and we love the city. I lived here for close to 20 years, and we want to see changes. We want to see our city evolve, and on the right pathway.
That's great. So that's why you decided to run for.
That's why I decided to run the first time, and downtown, and this is a decision that having conversations with people that know me very close and family, and municipal elections came around, so okay, maybe we should run for city council. We could do some changes, and here I am.
That's
Yeah,
right.
and I think hearing from the people, the issues that they're dealing right now, it's opened my eyes even more, because there's things that I was not so aware of. I knew of them, but I wasn't aware, like all the development that's happening around the market. I knew about it for years. I was not aware how people were dealing with it, residents were.
Oh, wow. So you get the background experience, real estate, construction.
Right, so
your
my father ran a construction company, building homes, and he's retired now, but my brother took over the company, and then he moved the company to Alberta. So yeah, I have an understanding of how things work in terms of real estate and development. And one thing that the city's forgetting is to implement the infrastructure that needs to be in place before you start developing
Which is not happening.
at a huge scale. Yeah. So what I hear from residents is that their lights are flickering, and that talks about hydro, the issues that we have with hydro. Sewers back up. Low water pressure. Congestion is a big deal. Anywhere around Allen Road, it's a problem. So, yeah, I mean, development is good. It brings housing to the community.
Yeah.
It brings economic growth. But you can't build at a scale where we don't have infrastructure. So I think that's one of the things that if I get elected, that's one of the things that I would concentrate and advocate for, having infrastructure.
It's going to your platform.
Okay.
Yeah, three vital topics you talked about. What are they?
So safer streets, less traffic, just talked about that, and lower costs.
So let's go into deep dive into your platform. I know you have a lot of points. Yeah, a lot of points. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first one? Right.
So safer streets, crime is at its highest. I think that we need more support for our police force.
So that's why we hired 1,000 more officers.
1,000 more officers, yeah. I mean, if you look at the numbers, we still have the same number of police officers as we did in 2010. And our city grew
Oh yes.
5 times, if not more. So yeah, it's important that we have police officers. It's important that we support the first responders. We in programs that need to be in place so that they provide the safety that we need. One of the other things that is a huge concern in our city, and especially in this riding, is hate crimes. Our community, Jewish community, being targeted constantly. Shootings at schools, shootings at break-ins at shops and businesses. It's not acceptable. I don't remember any of this happening 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It was a safe city. And now I see that it has changed, and we need to work on obviously with provincial and federal government as well to bring safety for our communities and for all the communities in our riding and in Toronto as well.
What would you do that yourself to get like have you guys see like that?
So the first thing would be working with Toronto Police Services. We need to have a seat when discussions are made about our city and our safety. Ask the question, what do you need to keep it safe? And it's a simple question, right? What are the tools that you need? Is it technology? Is it human resources? Is it community involvement? Like what is it that we can do to make sure that
You talked about that community involvement in your platform.
And going back to the community, I think we need community leaders to work with police services and with city council so that we can bring safety to Toronto. And one of the big issues that we have, and I'm not afraid to say, is our kids are being targeted, our youth are being targeted by criminal organizations. It happened at my son's school, and it happened recently. His son is not there anymore. He's 20 years old. He graduated 3 years ago. But it has to stop. It has to stop because we're losing our kids, our youth. And so part of Safer Streets, or my platform, has to do with providing programs for youth, mentorship programs so that they have the tools to be successful in the future.
And
something so simple as that.
We talked before off camera about all of the mentoring. If they're needed, you want to be part of something, right?
Exactly. Sports.
Like you, the city council, you can mentor like people come. What's being a counselor for the day? Don't like be with the counselor and just your daily routine and all that. They can just see it and get ideas,
Yeah, and getting involved in during the summer, there's many programs that we can have.
And like you said, with communication, like when you lead one, the rest will communicate with the others and they want to get interested. They want to start that.
The other part of Safer Streets is more support centers for mental health.
Yes, we want to
and addiction recovery centers. We don't have enough.
Well, I read in your platform, and I agree with this. But you get rid of the rejected sites and all that.
Yeah.
So people, Rebecca was saying that, but I said it's not going to go cold turkey. You need to have an alternative before you cut these off. Because we're just enabling habit.
So I'm not a doctor. Obviously, I'm not. I don't have the knowledge behind what it takes to get somebody well when they're dealing with addiction. But I've spoken to people that have dealt with addiction, and they became counselors at addiction centers. So, and I asked the questions, what can we do? What do you need? Or what do they need to recover? And they said, well, at the beginning, obviously we need some drug treatments. But then we don't have enough spots, we don't have enough beds, we don't have enough resources to recover these people. So working with the provincial government obviously is essential as well. And I think that from this writing's perspective, because there is a couple of places, injunction sites that we have here, close to schools, and they shouldn't be there, but they are. So working with the province and solving issues like something so perhaps the money should be allocated to recovery centers instead of safety injection sites.
Exactly.
And yes, and maybe I sound very drastic, but how are you gonna get somebody better if you don't provide the resources?
Exactly, yeah.
Right? Do you want me to give you, if you're a diabetic, do you want me to give you more sugar?
Yeah. Yes,
No.
exactly, no.
No, you know, and if you're not able to ask for help, then we need to provide help, right?
But like in your time, you said, no more free kits, I mean, we were that
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Why are we doing that?
I don't know what we do.
It's really sad.
It's so easy for a youth or a kid to go and grab a drug kit.
Oh, have you been to the library and read something? You see what's in the men's watch?
Yeah.
Or the male
Well,
watch?
I heard, I don't go to men's washrooms.
No.
But I've heard.
If you have, I mean, I don't know about that. No, no, but they have a dispenser. They have needle dispensers in some of the libraries. And well, I'm looking at them like, how do we come,
A library's not a place for that.
How do we come to that?
You tell me.
Like,
There's- it's
any
not a
kid-
place.
Any boy can go in that washroom and break that open. It's not metal, it's plastic. And they can help themselves.
Library should be a place for
There's no
for youth, for kids,
Yeah.
for
But this-
anyone to go and learn, to pick up a book and learn about something, not to go and pick up
yeah,
a set
exactly,
of needles or
yeah. But
it
like you
doesn't
said,
work.
we need more events.
Yeah.
Like with this
Yeah.
garbage, I see a lot of people getting wasted or on drugs, they get arrested and not, they go to the hospital, they get detox, back out again, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I like what
And part of the people that are dealing with addiction and mental health, they end up they're homeless.
yes.
And because, you know, they're caught up in this loop of getting better, not getting better, getting drugs. So instead of maybe getting the help they need
Yeah.
to perhaps get a job, get a decent place to live,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you know, it's so important to have support centers and providing them with guidance in terms of, okay, let's get you clean, let's find your place, let's get you a job, so that people feel better when they can do stuff for themselves and be able to, you know, like it's uplifting when you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
But before you take care of yourself, maybe we as responsible community members should be helping them
Right.
to get better.
There are
To get better,
Yeah.
not make them get
And,
worse.
and you can't prejudge when you see people out there like, you know, I don't be like that. But you know what? You shouldn't say it, but you can't be like that. I met people I've known for years that's been in the streets, recovered, some of them
Yeah.
back in the streets, some of, you know.
I agree. People go through different life situations, and you know we can be. I think our compassion should come from a place of helping
Mhm.
rather
Not
than
judging, right?
yeah.
Exactly.
no judgment,
No
and
judgment.
helping them to recover.
Yeah.
And especially if they're our young kids, our youth, and there's a generation where the younger generation that it's like they're lost. And I don't know what happened in between, but something happened. But I think we have an opportunity here to help them and to help themselves and help our communities. Yeah.
Huge mentoring programs. Remember we had back then we had home ec workshops in the schools. Remember? That's all gone. That's so bad.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
with the homeless. I don't know have it. Remember years ago, you go downtown, they sell the homeless sells paper. They just sell, they make some money for selling the paper.
Yeah.
It was all
Yeah.
home ground. I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can understand that, we're all venturing on to program, but at the same time, it's like providing programs for youth and kids where they can socialize with other kids and youth. It's you can't tell me that it's not beneficial for their development,
Yeah.
right? why did we lose that?
Yeah,
Why
do
did we take that away?
Exactly. Why do we not invest in our future, right?
Yeah.
If you don't provide for the future, you are responsible. You can't just you can give them all kinds of material things, but if they don't have basically cooking and home ec and self-sufficiency and just relying on each other and help each other out. Okay, it's very important. So on to your next point, your next part of the top parts.
Less traffic.
Yes. You know what I said the other day? I said, you know, when there's less traffic, when the schools are up, there's less traffic. So I said, let's just homeschool everybody. Then we'll have a place to put them.
Yeah. So coming from someone who spent years taking my son to school, elementary, sports, soccer, music school,
And
high school,
he appreciates that all that stuff.
and the business that I'm involved in, like real estate. I drive and drive
Are you
and
single
drive.
mother? Are you single mother?
I'm a single mother.
Yeah. So you know you're like double
Well,
duty.
I was married, but
Yeah.
became
Yeah, but
single.
you're double duty.
So yeah, so it was. I can tell you, I don't know how many hours I spent in traffic. Years in traffic, right? So I think the city forgot that we're growing,
Yes.
and we've been growing quite a bit since maybe 5 years. It's been
It's
a
just
huge-
back to infrastructure.
yeah.
The lack of,
Exactly. So something happened that we stopped planning, or the city stopped planning about like roads, schools, water system, sewer system, all the things that need to be in place. Nothing has been done in the last.
the population has grown.
Yeah,
And if
you
you-
have to accommodate. You have to plan ahead. Right? It's like when you're preparing a meal, you want to make sure you go to the supermarket and get all your ingredients
Exactly.
in place so you can cook a proper meal and
That's a good-
feed your
I like that.
family.
It's a good guy.
And it's funny you mentioned that because the other day somebody was we were talking about the Allen Road system. So when it became an idea and under planning at City Hall. It was in 1972, by the way. I was born in 1972, so it wasn't even around. I couldn't actually give my opinion on it.
I never asked a woman the rate.
No, but I'm just giving you.
Now they got to calculate.
Well, now that tells you how many years, like
Well, you see
the Allen Expressways was planned for. And guess what? It was cut off at Eglinton. It was supposed to go all the way
all the way.
downtown.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're paying for the mistakes or the lack of initiative to actually complete it all the way downtown.
Yeah. We need to
right now.
We ever have or not completing things,
Yeah.
you know? Well, the Shepherd line. Now they're doing the new Scarborough line. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
They're only having 3 stops. We're all Scarborough throughout the way, but so we say that length of Scarborough. You go down to the Ontario line, that's like 10 stops right there. We only got 3. So they want to propose to complete from going from the Scarborough line, I think it's from Lawrence and McCown area, all the way to the Shepherd Ferry. Just complete it, make it all around.
Yeah.
One big gap right there.
That's another issue that we have, right? So traffic congestion is a big deal, especially in Eglinton Lawrence, because we have the Allen Road, and everybody's taking the Allen Road trying to get downtown. If not, they take the DVB. So we're basically the stomach of the city, I call it, into the city. That if it's not running properly, then it creates all sorts of congestions. And there's a few buildings already built along Marley Avenue, but imagine what they have, the other planned or proposed, which are at least 10 other buildings, as high as 45 stories. What happens then? Because I don't see anybody moving
Well, look at Young and Shepherd.
or doing anything about the
You
infrastructure.
can't even move on Young and Shepherd or Rush Hour.
Yeah. So yes, there's a huge problem that needs to be taken care of.
On your platform, I know you took a stand. I'm a biker myself, so you took a plan. No more bike lanes on Main Market Drive.
No, I think it's dangerous.
So my thing is that I'm a biker, but I don't agree with putting the parking, turning one into a whole parking area. I don't agree with that. Goodbye, University, Airport. Like when I go out of town, I
gotta tell you something. So I had a conversation with a lady because she was looking at my, also I was door knocking, so she looked at my platform. She said, "Oh, no bike lanes on major roads." She's like, "Oh, thank you. I hope you can get rid of them." And I tell you what, she has a handicapped child, so she has to go to, I think it's Mount Sinai, right on University. So to drop off her child. She can because there's bike lanes. She can. There's no space for her to stop, get her child with a wheelchair out, get into the hospital lobby
Yeah.
because there's bikes.
And that parking there too, right?
There's no parking. There's nowhere to.
Oh, they don't have that parking lane there on where that area is?
No, she tells her that she has to go all the way to the back,
See? Yeah.
park, and somehow, try to find a way to get her son into the hospital. So you could have done the bike lane. It was really, really important for bikes, not for motor
Yeah.
scooters. Could have done it in the middle
Yeah.
of University Avenue rather than on each side, right? I mean, that's
I
an
mean, I'm sure
option.
they had consultations and surveys, that's what I don't understand.
Who are these people that
Well, that's what I
are
mean.
providing consultation? Because, it's
Yeah.
common sense.
You know, and also in part talk about waste expenditure, right? $40 million to do consultation last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, and that's interesting because the Ontario line was supposed to cost 12.
Yeah, now
No,
now it's gone up.
it's-
Let's see what it'll keep
Is it
going.
3 times more?
Yes, it is.
How does that happen? And I think one of the issues that we have at City Hall is having open contracts.
Yes.
So that means that you have a contractor, but he's saying, okay, this is how much it's gonna cost. So you have contractor, okay, so this is how much it's gonna cost. We're gonna allocate this money. We're gonna go after ask the provincial or the federal government for this amount of money. And then they come back, oh, by the way, 2 years later, I'm sorry, we need to increase the budget.
They had a thing in Toronto Square a couple years ago. They had every
How does
subway
that happen?
extension gone over budget. Not one has ever come under budget or on budget. It's always over budget.
Yeah, what I would like to see is at City Hall is close contracts,
Yes.
proper budgeting,
Accountability.
accountability, and transparency.
Transparency. Yes. Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
That's
I
big.
think we need a lot of that.
You believe in audits? No?
100%, 100%. Because we want to know. I mean, who pay taxes? We do. Right? All of us do. So we want to know what happens with our taxes. Where's the money
Where's the
going?
money going? Yeah.
Yeah, tell me where they're going, and tell me why do you think that renaming a square is more important?
Must read my. I was just thinking of that.
Why is
right?
that more
It
important?
cost $12 million to make that square.
I think we could have used that money in recovery addiction recovery centers,
And then they
youth
went further. Then
programs,
they turned the
more policing.
Dundas to TMU school, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what is that? Like, there's a TMU station.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I was very disappointed that they changed Eglinton West to Cedar
Yes.
Station, Cedarville.
Oh, that's,
Station.
yeah.
They
LRT,
changed that. I
yeah.
used to take, as a teenager, I used to take the Eglinton West all the way downtown.
Yep.
And after school, after high school. And yes, sometimes, I got distracted.
Why did they change the name? It's just not.
I don't know.
It's not a
I
move.
don't know.
Waste
The
of.
subway used to be a safe place.
It is, yeah. Let's talk about that too. Subways
yeah.
as well. No?
So, and like I was saying, so I used to take the subway all the way downtown and then come home late at night, which my parents were very about that. Anyways, we push our limits.
Like
It was safe.
Yeah.
The bottom line,
I
it
just
was
took
safe.
the,
Now it's
I
not.
took the LRT to come from Eglinton to work all the way to Fairbanks.
How was
So I-
it?
It was great. It's air conditioned, but my 2 points is it's nice the air conditioned. It's big. Like I need kudos to the construction workers, like the amount of work they did. It's way down the bottom, so you gotta come there. You 3 escalators up to get to the second platform. Right?
Mhm.
It's nice. I mean, when you go into the old line, like number 1 or 2, whatever,
Yeah.
it's like you just go from air conditioning, like man, it's hot, right? No, zero. My other point, I came here earlier. And I said, "There's no washrooms there." I go, "Why would you plan with no washrooms in these
There's no
stations?"
washrooms.
No, not this one particular. I don't know how many washrooms there are in the station, but
yeah.
he said, "I'm sorry, there's no washrooms." You're kidding.
Yeah, I mean,
But even the bond line, they have, I think only 2 or 3
so after
have washrooms.
billions of dollars spent on that,
But even
there's
the-
no washing,
Well, look at
there's no
the
safety, there's
the
no.
LRT line, or the one they built. There's no shelters, They have the old shelters across the street that are still there. So when I'm waiting there, they have like an over thing here,
Yeah.
but there's no shade protection whatsoever. There's no like in the wintertime, you're not protected at all. Like I thought they were going to put like enclosures in, but no, that's the way they designed it. Like, why would you design something like that?
Yeah, I think that whoever designs it didn't think that we live in a country where winters can be harsh.
That's what I mean. You come stand in the winter and see what it's like.
Yeah,
Maybe you
Phil,
can-
it's common sense.
I-
Sometimes I
okay.
wonder, it's like, it's really.
That's what Liz is going to bring. Common sense
yeah.
back to City Hall.
I did take design in university, 4 years of
Oh,
design. So, yeah, sometimes I wonder who designed the subway system. Who designed?
No shelters, no washrooms. They have a lot of elevators. That's good because you need those escalators are there. You can't take a walker or
Yeah.
stroll. It's just too steep.
Yeah.
That's what they did elevators everywhere.
Mhm.
It's all brand new inside. And the LRT has buttons inside the trains.
Yeah.
They have a little thing you can read, but you can still press the buttons.
Yeah.
It's good. I like that. It's nice guys. It's a little
Yeah.
thinner than the streetcar.
Mhm.
It's nice and cool and it's clean. People complain at the French. They go, why is this to have French? The other ones don't have French. Because I talk constantly. You're never feeling low. You're talking to there's so many people in there.
And then what do we have after that? We have so English, French. I guess we can get used to that. It's an official language, but we're not used to seeing French in our city. The animal designation, directional
the
designation.
four animal? Yeah. On
Yeah,
3 or 4, I
what
saw
was
that.
that all
Yeah.
about?
So
What is
now
that?
you're gonna take the bear path instead of line 1. Is that how they do it? Oh, you gotta identify with animals.
If the purpose was to confuse people, I think it was successful.
What's that phobia people have about animals? Phobia people have fear of animals. So I'm thinking of this phobia people look at the pictures like they're terrified. Is there gonna be one of these people think is there gonna be one of these animals in the subway?
Yeah, wayfinding should be simple.
Yes.
Nothing complicated. People, don't want to spend half an hour trying to figure out where to go. Trying to determine which animal is going where.
When they changed to calling out line 1, line 2, so people got confused. We're used to saying the university line or the Eglinton line or the Young line.
Yeah.
But I have the line. So now I have to okay, what I took was line 5. I think that's the new one. So I'm thinking, you gotta go line 1. Which line 1? The young okay. It just doubles the mind.
Yeah.
Let's go into your third platform.
Okay.
Your pop?
Lower cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your background really helps a lot. You have to manage it. I come from construction, real estate. You got that advantage. Oh, it really helps.
I'm not. I didn't study business, but I run a business. My father ran a business in my house when I was young. So the business mentality was always there, right? So you make X amount of money, you spend X amount of money for expenses, and then you have some profits, and then you grow. Every year you grow. But the city sees that it's quite the opposite.
Yes.
So you church taxes, in the last 3 years it went up 25, so we go at only 29% property taxes. Yet you spend more, but it just doesn't make sense.
And in your company, you want to freeze taxes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. For
that's
how
one-
long?
Yes.
Like
I think a 2 years.
2-year period?
2 year period would be nice. People need a break. Everything went up.
Yeah.
Especially people that, families, they have kids, and they pay so much taxes. We're trying to grow the next generation of Torontonians, and they need our support. Whether it's, giving them tax rate, property taxes, or providing youth support, youth programs. I think it all comes together. But the point is, if you make X amount of money, why are you spending 10 times more,
Yeah.
right? And why are you spending it on things that perhaps they don't deliver services
No.
to the residents of Toronto?
The stationary change.
Yeah. Like changing the square, the name of the square.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of that? What kind of service is that providing
It's the same
to the
place.
citizens?
Yeah. Remember way back with the Jeans
Yeah.
place back then? Remember the jeans hanging out the store there? Before they got rid of all that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about something up your alley. Disabilities and seniors. That's big on you, I know.
Yes.
We'll do disabilities first.
I'm not an expert in disability, but I think we have a growing senior population, especially in this riding. We need more senior homes, nursing homes, and
But like you mentioned earlier, but we
programs.
took her son to the hospital.
Yeah.
And he has to all the way around, like, you know, proper planning.
That's it, yeah. Basic constant planning, right? We have to consider that we have a growing elderly population, and they're going to need a lot of services, right? We're lucky that we have the Columbus Center, which is by Villa Charities, and it's a great center for seniors. They have many programs. They have activities. They have a gym. I've been to that gym. I've done cycling at spinning. Sorry, I've taken some of the classes as well. I have a cycling fundraising every year. It's called Giro.
Oh, right. I've heard it. Yes, I've heard it.
I've done that.
Yeah, you done it?
Yeah,
Yeah, how
I've
was
done
that?
it this year.
But how'd that
It was
feel?
actually raining, so
Yeah.
I only did the 20
You're
click.
being part of the community then.
Yeah.
Just that feel, that feedback. And,
Yeah, it's just giving back,
Yeah.
right? And so the purpose of that fundraising was to provide more programs for seniors, right? My mother is in her 80s, early 80s, and
is she on her own? You know?
she wants to live at her house.
Oh, yes. Yeah. No, I don't
She
blame
wants to
her.
have her garden,
Yeah.
you know, her things.
Is she by herself? No?
She is, yeah, she is, yeah. And yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, what's your mom's
if we, Amelia.
Amelia?
If we could have more centers like the Columbus centers all around Toronto for our seniors, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
So that's
That would be
basically like the
helpful.
precedence of things to come,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That can be done there successfully. That's what I mean.
Take the model and bring it
Exactly.
here and there.
And you don't need a consultation, it's already been done, right?
Yeah.
When people say, well, we got a new consultation, well, you took at the building.
Just
You know,
take,
we already
look
done
at the
it.
number of seniors you have in your neighborhood, and is this something that would benefit them?
Yeah,
Right? Because it's important for them too, right?
And
Like
this,
they
you know, like your
spend
mom
their
and
whole
your-
life
Yeah,
working,
they grew our city.
paying taxes.
They made our city.
They made our
Yeah.
city.
We got treated better.
Yeah, exactly. And so wouldn't it be nice if they could actually get together with other seniors, have activities, socialize? It's so important for them in that age.
It's nice to be on in pro session. As councillor, you get elected. What do you think about having, you know, they have like different committees. I think it's sometimes useless. But they have having a, this one. I can say it, you can't. But I'm just saying, like somebody said about having a committee for disability, you know, for seniors. Seniors can be disability. I know they put them
You know,
deputations.
I had a conversation with a dentist. So, and it's funny when he says like, yeah, you have all these programs for dental care.
Mhm.
And seniors is one of the highest under service. And what he says, I don't know why they have this bus that costs X amount of money. Now it's broken, so they want to get another bus that runs around and takes it to different communities. When we have X amount of money, a number of dentists in our community, we have a dental association,
Oh.
which we can provide all the data, all the information that you need, so you can provide the services to seniors and the rest of the community as well. But why do that instead of consulting with already established, already expertise associations that we have in our city? So when you tell me, well, committee for this, committee for that, it's like, I mean, I think we have the resources, we have the expertise,
Well, back
we're
to
just not
common
using
sense,
them.
consider it. Common
Yeah.
sense, right?
Why do you need a committee when you have a dental
Yeah.
association that can help you with that, right? And all the data that you need to provide so that you can plan and serve, you know, the bottom line is you want to serve the community. You know, forget about 100 committees that it would take
That's
forever
for saving money,
to
too.
get somebody dental care,
Mhm.
right?
Basic stuff like that.
Yeah. So when it comes to committees, I'm all about action rather
Well,
than
yeah, that's it. As long as they're
Yeah.
active, but not like you sit around all day, 8 hours a day, like the
Yeah,
financial committee
yeah.
or the executive committee and all.
yeah.
I always thought about
Yeah,
that. What's
so
your
I would look at, time frame, like
Yeah.
what is the purpose of the committee? What are you gonna achieve in the first 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Like, what is your goal? And is that of value to the community. And if it is, yes, of course, but just to have a committee for that, just to say, okay,
Yeah, just
yeah.
just the name.
No, but
the name take basically.
I know
yeah.
it's not
Yeah,
popular,
like,
right?
no.
It's not a popular name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't use the word, but just basically.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of emails about you.
You do? Oh, good or bad?
Well, you're gonna answer all the questions. Like your age, they ask, you know, your
No, they
mother,
do. Oh,
one
no,
son,
they
right?
didn't.
One son, right? And what do you think of mom running for election? Or your son?
What did they think?
What does he think?
So he asked me, Mom, how's the campaign going, right? So if he sees that I'm having like a little stressed or, you know, my head is somewhere else, trying to talk to him and, you know, think about something else, he's like, Mom, how's the campaign going? And he, you know, we went through a similar process. It was only a 3-week process, campaign, early last year, but this is more intense. And one of the reasons why I wanted to start early, so I started canvassing in June, end of June, is because it's important to get to as many people as possible. Hear what they have to say, hear their concerns, because essentially that's what it is. You're running to represent the
Let's talk
people
about
and the
what's
riding.
been the just I heard feedback about you, a lot of feedback. What's your just when you're off the door? What's the most feedback? What's the most things they talk about?
Concern?
Yeah.
It depends in the area.
Yeah.
So if we talk about the Fairbank, so there's a shelter that's being built right on Eglinton, the corridor. So people are concerned about that. Families are concerned about that. Shelters that bring people that have dealing with addiction, and you know, so they're worried about that. When we get to this area here, which is more Italian based, there's some Jewish, but mostly it's about car theft, break-ins, some break-ins. Congestion is a big deal in this area. Then we get closer to Marty and Allen Road, and it's all about congestion and the headache of you know, all the buildings that are coming up, and not enough resources, not enough schools, not enough infrastructure, and they're afraid that it's going to be even worse than what it is today in terms of getting from A to B. There's a gentleman that was picking up his grandson from the east side of Allen Road to the west side of Allen Road, and it takes him 20 minutes. How is that possible? 20 minutes to get there,
So
20 minutes to get back, just to cross the
It's
bridge
really.
during rush hour, right? Then we get into around Bathurst area. Then we talk about anti-Semitism. It's a big deal. Our community being targeted. They don't feel safe. Kids don't feel safe in schools. You know, I had a lady tell me about her daughter. She was afraid to say that she was Jewish because she felt like she was going to be targeted.
Yeah.
You know.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so things like that shouldn't happen. And then we get closer to Avenue Road and east side of Avenue Road, closer to 401 all the way to Lawrence. A lot of break-ins, even during daytime.
Really? In daytime, it's breaking?
Yeah, it's a big. They even have the WhatsApp group, so neighbors can communicate
Oh, that's
and
nice.
say, "Hey, this is happening here. This is happening there. We saw someone not from the neighborhood parked in there,"
Yeah.
or so they, you know, a lot of break-ins were happening in evening time, and when you know they watch your house when they see if you know there's mail.
Something like, yeah.
If your mailbox is full
Yeah.
of mail, then they know you haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
So they're targeting that area. And now they've seen situations where break-ins happen during daytime. So,
What about the, do they still have the neighborhood watch? Remember years ago they had that neighborhood watch thing with the sign with the house with the eyes? This you know, back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Years ago. I don't think
Yeah.
they have that anymore.
yeah.
They tried to, what? They even talked about years
So
ago.
there is a few streets near Marley and Eglinton that they have a little sign that says police watch or something similar. And that means that they have some type of monitoring security system. But it's not enough. I mean, we used to leave, my keys, car keys in the car.
Like, yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day,
Not anymore.
go buy groceries and you didn't need to lock
Even your
car.
house back there.
It was a very different life, and I think if we have new leadership, a group of people at City Hall that align the same ideas to make the city better, bring the glory back to Toronto, I think it's possible.
Look at the days now. Back then you can walk through a church. I used to go down to Fort Armories and the Reserves. I used to walk in there. Now you can't open the door unless it's opening time for the session or the. Yeah, you have to get a buzzer. Can't go any church. Can't go to synagogue. Can't go to mosque.
Yeah.
Can't go any
Yeah.
anything.
And why do we have to settle for that?
I know. It's what we become. I mean, locking our car, looking over our shoulders.
Yeah.
I have problems with my friend. You get in your car, you lock the car. You gotta lock it.
Yeah, and Phil, running for city council, it's not about me, it's about the community coming together.
Exactly.
Essentially my job is to represent the community, but it takes all the community to come together and bring change. And when I talk about community, I'm also speaking about Toronto. People from Toronto need to come together
Yes.
and ask for change, whether that's going to be more policing, more community services, more safety, more audits. Anything that we can do together, come together.
Yeah, like you said, with the
because
the visa.
yeah.
If you beat up each other's, you're done the center,
Yeah.
you've done this with the seniors. Why can't you use another word, right?
Yeah.
Some places have more high crimes. They've done things that can be stuff. You can learn from there. You don't have to be separate wars though. You can learn it.
No, we can work together.
I do that
We
too.
definitely work together, and
I
I
heard
look forward to the amazing people that are going to be
Speaking of amazing
elected.
people, I have a lot of friends that live in. I have a lot of friends that live in wards, different wards. So I heard from you about you when they opened the door to you. I heard that hey, fresh face. Somebody has to listen to us. That's what I hear. You're laughing. You're being modest. No, I'm not sucking up a free meal.
Well, I have stories. I had this lady
I
that.
hear your story. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't be modest. Tell the people.
Yes, people are very.
No, I've heard good things.
There was a situation where here I am, door knocking. Most of the time, I don't find anybody home because they might be
You just
at work or
flyers along.
So I leave a flyer, right? So I keep door knocking, and then I hear this lady, "Hey, where's Liz? Is she hiding? Where is she?" She was holding the flyer,
Oh yeah.
coming towards me, and I go, "What's going on? I'm right here.
Yeah.
How can I help?" Like, she says, "I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay. I don't want you to stop freeze taxes. I don't want you to stop to audit the city. And no, we don't need more police officers. So no, thank you. I'm not going to vote for you."
That's your
So,
story.
okay, well, thank you very much for expressing your feelings about the election, and I appreciate that. But most of the time, people are welcoming, and yes, I ask the question: is what would you like to see change in our city? And what are the things that are important to you that will make a difference? Is it traffic congestion? Is it safety? Is it issues with anti-Semitism? Is it programs for kids? Is it schools? Is it traffic? What is it? And they share. And I see the frustration when they talk about the issues. And sometimes I just sit there and I listen, because sometimes people just want to express themselves.
Yeah.
And it's good when you get to listen and just, without telling them what you're going to do, or this is the way it's going to be. How about we sit back and we listen, and we get, it's all the feedback. My platform is based on the conversation that I have with people in the community. I didn't come up with this. It came from the community.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Any more good stories about the trip? I heard you quite a few.
No,
What are you gonna shout?
nothing
What are you
else
gonna shout
comes
to
to mind.
Tina? Tina's will be watching this. Tina's your campaign
Oh.
manager. Yeah.
Tina's my campaign manager. Known Tina for a few years. She's amazing. She's so strong. She's that person that, when you think that you had a bad day, she comes back with, "Let's do this. Come on, Liz. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
get up and go."
That's so nice.
So that's refreshing, because now it's, You can't quit. You're not allowed to.
And once your name's already out there. I mean, I've known my name for years before you put your name in. When I
Yeah,
saw the list account, your award, I said, I know that name. The other one I heard, but you were more known.
yeah.
So I heard
Yeah,
good things
yeah.
about your fresh face at the door, you're listening, and also you just, I don't know, just like a personality. Just,
Yeah,
and you listen to people, that's what you're about.
yeah, and I think,
You're not like your Russians, like, you're like, fire, okay, go for goodbye.
Yeah,
You listen, you actually
yeah.
stay there.
no, and it's very humbling to be able to listen to people and hear what's important, what needs to happen, what needs to change in our city. And look, we all care about the city. We all care about our communities, our kids, our families, our neighbors. And I think that this election is very promising. And I
It is.
hope
It's
that
very
we get to
important.
make the changes that we need to do to make so that Toronto goes back to being a great city.
And all you grassroots candidates that really in the past and yourself, you're all grassroots, you've got lived experience, you in real estate construction, your background there. You're seeing all that, the numbers and all that. These are the advantages we need. It's like kind of like picking your brain experience and put it in City Hall, let's use it,
Well,
right?
and I think that's what we need.
On the council, on the new board.
I think we need people from outside experience. Things we all bring something different.
Mental health,
Yeah.
violence,
Yeah.
crime,
Yeah.
all these things are powerful. It's one of the experience.
Yeah, and independent of who we think whether you think you're liberal or you think you're conservative or what's amazing about municipal is that we all get to come together and work together. And I heard this from other candidates as well,
Mhm.
and I like that.
What did it say?
Work together. Forget about
Yeah, I've seen that. You're
Yeah.
right there. I've seen
Yeah.
it. We just relaunch party.
Yeah.
I see the other candidates show up, not even in the wards.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've seen, I see, I hear,
Yeah.
I can't the names, but someone said, I'd love to work with you. I like seeing that. I
Yeah.
just love
Yeah.
seeing that,
Yeah.
Not this individuality of me, myself, and I,
Yeah, no,
but you
because
see
we
that.
know how important it is
and
that
they know
we
that.
work
They do that.
together.
They've all looked at that one, I've
Yeah.
seen they've all shared. You can tell when they
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah,
So it's
and
like-
if you see, I mean, even if you think that one person could be leaning liberal, leaning
Yeah.
conservative, you look at the platform and it's very similar
It is.
because we all have the same concerns.
Exactly, yeah.
Safety.
And you're all talking, you've got
Yeah.
videos, doing videos, continuing videos with people, you're talking people's
Yeah.
frustrations. We don't use the last election, all we use the nomadic 24-hour
Yeah.
CB20, I call it CB24 bore station, that's my personal opinion. They do the same thing for 5 minutes, and it's like you watch it once, but they don't have any,
Yeah,
like,
the loop.
they don't get
same
the,
news.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
star ticket. But anyways, it's, you're the frustration, like these interviews that I'm doing, like, reading people's frustrations, and people will watch the videos, like your interview, they say, I understand, I really, just because, I did an interview with, one candidate had mental health problems, and the other candidate had a family member with mental health problems.
Mm.
That interview reached out to that candidate, that's
I
just,
think we all have a
We all-
family member with
We're not-
addiction, and it's very sad how the family deals with
it
that.
is.
But I think we can help.
And we'll continue with your attitude. So before we go, I think we covered your platform, we did good.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah,
Phil.
yeah.
There was a lot of conversation, and I really appreciate you doing this. It's a way for people to get to know.
Because then when your debates come up, you only have so much time. You can't talk about all
Yeah.
this, but we talked about your
Yeah.
3 top things, then the Q&A and all that. This
Yeah.
is the opportunity. That's my job is to remind you of what's on your platform.
Yeah,
And
and
get out there.
at the same time, if there's anyone that wants to know more specifics in terms of my platform or what I stand for,
Just
they
give you
can
a call.
always reach out.
Give you a call. Right?
Yeah, they can go on the website.
Yeah.
Find
So before we
information,
go-
send us a message.
What do you eat for hobbies? I always ask that question.
Well, I bike, so I have a road bike.
You got a road bike too?
Yeah, and I've been cycling since I was a teenager.
So you're not
Just ride the bike
you're not an anti-biker.
I'm not.
You're a biker, yeah, I remember that.
But my favorite spots to bike is all along the Humber River,
Yes,
all the way downtown to Lakeshore.
yes.
And
yeah.
then I
Oh, you
take
went
the
this
Lakeshore
I go
all
the
the way
other way.
downtown
I go to the DVP.
to
yeah.
the beaches
Yeah.
and anyways,
I was like, yeah.
yeah. But I do think that riding, because I have, riding on major roads is dangerous.
It is.
There's trucks, there's cars that are,
Only people driving now.
yeah.
What else do you for hobbies?
It's not a good thing. But I think we can create more trails, biking trails.
Oh, yes, yes.
Use hydro lines, use you know, between parks or areas that, you know, we can have the opportunity for people that cycle, have the trails for them, but at the same time keep the community safe and less rough and major roads. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the camera before I turn up. I'm gonna block your view for 2 seconds. When I go past, you're gonna talk to the camera saying why they should vote for you, Liz. No? Well, actually, let me go past. Oh, let me go past here. Go ahead. So Liz, why should they vote for you?
Hi, Lisa Lawrence. I think you should vote for me because I care, and I think we have a lot of work to do. One thing you can count on me is taking action, being committed, transparent, and accountable. So hope to see you on election day, October 26th, and I look forward to serving you if you so choose to elect me as a city councillor. Thank you very much. Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.